Hi everybody, Craig here. Welcome to episode 11 of my 6-player free-for-all Age of Wonders 3 playthrough series. In this series, myself and 5 AI opponents set to Emperor difficulty are playing a true free-for-all game in which there are no set teams. In this series, I'm playing as the Nomad Sorcerer, Quora the Desert Rose. In our last episode, we continued to develop our diplomatic relationship with Caradon Duraga. Just to remind everybody, Caradon is a draconian Theocrat. We know where his throne city is. It's actually, if I zoom out again, it's the city of Kurzu right here. And we know that Caradon has at least a couple of cities in his control. This one belongs to him. He's probably got, I think there was another one over here, if I remember correctly. Probably this one because I can't click on it, so presumably someone owns it. So we know Caradon's pretty strong. We've managed to get our diplomatic status up with him to friendly, and as a result, at the end of the last episode, we did send him an alliance proposal. So next turn, when things flip over, we're going to get to see if he's willing to accept it. So that's probably the biggest development. Otherwise, we've just continued expanding and exploring. Of course, we are now on the edge of Brock Goldrand's territory, so presumably, we're going to probably end up in a fight with him, and of course, that's largely because he is pure evil and has a somewhat negative opinion of us currently. So, since, of course, we are pure good. Now, before I jump into the episode proper, I did just want to give a couple of quick shout-outs to a few individuals who left some excellent comments on the previous episode. The first of those comments was from Insert Username, and Insert was just wondering if the Djinn, which is the new unit that I'm able to produce as a result of one of the race governance upgrades I've gotten for getting better at governing nomads. Now, the Djinn, just to remind everybody, when it levels up to elite rank, it gains Inflict Stun. Insert was wondering if this unit counted as a support unit and would have benefited from Inflict Stun anyway, and that's, of course, because it does have that Cosmic Heal. However, and Can Dennis left a comment reply and pointed this out as well, it does look like we're kind of lucky, actually, because this unit is considered Magical Origin and Origin of Lamp, which I think is kind of like its race, which makes sense, right? This is a genie-type creature that's come from a lamp. And as a result of that, this technically isn't a support unit, and so it's actually very fortuitous that we have Inflict Stun being offered by that elite rank, because otherwise we wouldn't have access to it. So I appreciate Insert kind of posing the question, and I appreciate Can leaving an answer as well, and I'm able to confirm it there. So a big thank you to both individuals for the excellent discussion, and we're going to jump into the episode here. So last time when we left off, we were still kind of midway through our turn here. We still have a few things we can do. We did forge an alliance with Ifindorlan, which is great. So again, we now have a new vassal here. We have Quora over here, who I believe cleared out one of those spawning structures and now has the ability to just kind of go nuts and try and clear a lot of this stuff. You can see we've got quite a few unexplored and uncleared structures, including a watchtower here. We've got a bunch down south that are still uncleared. So, I mean, we can have a field day with Quora just clearing stuff out. Maybe, I'm almost tempted. Maybe we should start with the watchtower just to improve our vision, and then we could kind of loop up and go around. Let's see, can we make it there this turn? Oh, this group can't. Okay, well, and it's mostly the Sun Guard who can't. Now, we could leave the Sun Guard behind. Let's see if that would help. Shoot, no, not enough to get anywhere. Okay, well, what we'll do, I think, because I want to clear this just to get the vision. So we're going to head this way. We're going to go like this. And this guy's kind of stuck, so we'll just move over so these two at least are together. And then what I want to do is clear this structure just to give us vision, and then we can more appropriately plan our attack in terms of how we want to go about clearing things out. So, I mean, we already, just by moving there, we can see a lot more. So I think that's kind of helpful there. Now, we had a number of units that we've acquired that we're going to kind of just keep using as scouts, and you can see one here. So I see some haste berries there. Let's grab this with our wolf. Looks like some water up there. I see ancient ruins there. But let's head over here and just see. Yeah, we can hop in the water. Kind of just finish exploring all of this. Ooh, and there's some treasure there. That's excellent. The nice thing, of course, this Arctic wolf does have the ability to swim. And so that's going to make this easier to just traverse the water. We have this little guy, and we also have this warg who are heading I believe, yeah, I had them heading south, and there is some gold down there. Maybe they can grab that. So we will just keep moving that direction, and then we'll head for that gold. Probably going to try and go underground and maybe do some scouting there because we don't have any eyes on what's underneath right there. Now, with this little guy, we could grab the haste berries, but I kind of want to leave those just in case Quora is going to need them in the next few turns. I think they take, if I remember right, about 5 turns to recover. Not 100% sure of that, but I think it's something like that. So I don't want to get too wild and crazy with using them up if I'm a little worried about potentially needing them with a more valuable stack. We've got plenty of join offers here. We've got this Tigran outpost over here, which we do have cleared out pretty well. There's no obvious spawning structures around here. This one we could probably consider absorbing, honestly. Would be fairly inexpensive right now, only 58 gold. Let's see, we've got Draconians in the Shadow Realm wanting to join. Again, this is the vassal that currently, unfortunately, there's a spawning structure nearby, so that's going to be a big no. And Maldora, same thing. We've been keeping an eye on this one for a little while, but again, we still don't have this fully explored and secured up here, so I will have to pass. You know, it's only 99 gold to make peace with these giants to try to get them into our fold, but I don't want to spend a bunch of gold on making peace with everybody, admittedly. Now, otherwise, we can do production choices. Let's just see. Okay, we do still have some movement, so Tarzan can clear out a few more of these structures. We did get this Siron Prospector. And I think we were sending... Yeah, we were going to head over to the Shadow Realm, so let's keep that process going. Meanwhile, Karzan can just start clearing out structures here. And then we might even send Karzan into the water, potentially. Not all of his units are going to be super well equipped to do that, but Karzan himself, I don't think he has floating currently. No, he doesn't. But none of his other units really do, except for the Rock is the only one who can, you know, fly, so not really going to matter. We're up against 2 dire wolves and a regular wolf. Should be fairly straightforward battle for us here, just clearing it out. We do want to continue to prioritize getting experience with our Hunter Spider baby back here, because of course we are aiming to try to evolve into a Hunter Spider Queen if possible. Alright, first things first here, let's see, maybe we can hit up this dire wolf. I was hoping we would actually get a stun on it, but no such luck. Our smuggler perhaps can step up here. Just thinking the ogre might be best to go in there. Would like to get a blast if I can. Maybe we'll go up here with the smuggler and then do this. Soften him up a little bit, and then we can cruise over with our savant. Nice, and there's a big stun. That's going to help us out tremendously. Meanwhile, our rock can cruise in, take out that dire wolf. No problem at all there. The Melia can step up and drop a heal on the rock, since we are in the neighborhood. Oh, and you know what? I did put the Melia in a little bit of danger there because the wolf could potentially kill them, actually, which is not ideal. Shame on me for doing that. That was not smart. One thing I could do, though, is jump up behind them and go for the web. That does put the spider baby at risk, however. I think I'll just have to hope that the Melee is going to tank that damage, quite frankly. What we'll do is we'll move up here and just hang out. So my guess is the wolf may bypass and go for the Melia. Oh, no, okay. Well, that's totally fine. That's easy for me, then. What we're going to do now with the spider baby is teleport in behind. We will probably just get the kill with the spider baby. However, I just wanted to see if there was anything else I could do. Yeah, the melee has already done its thing. So, yeah, let's just get the kill here with the spider baby. Perfect. There's a nice level up. So, again, getting us closer and closer to trying to get that Hunter Spider Queen. which is going to make a big difference for that stack. Having another tier 3 unit in there would be great. So then let's cruise over here. We can fight the Merman Tritons that are guarding this water node. There it is. And Karzan can initiate this battle. Perfect. Do have to be a little bit careful because these Tritons, I believe, count as pikemen. And we're going to have great healing showers in effect, so these units are going to be getting some health back, most likely. This is actually a fairly well-defended structure when you think about it. We've got 3 tier 2 pikemen guarding this. You know, this actually is not an easy or straightforward battle now that I'm looking at it. One thing we're going to do, though, is we're going to blast here on this Triton. Of course, I forgot to give Karzan inflict stun, and that's why we're not inflicting stun. So I'm just realizing that now. Let's just see, what are our options for damage here? Probably best is going to be, yeah, that's going to be our best bet there. Very good. And then what we'll do is we'll park our Savant in front to tank damage. The melee is going to stay back here just to provide that healing support if needed. The Spider is going to chill in position to assist as well. I wouldn't be surprised if they go after the Rock just because it's a flying unit, but we shall see. That being said, because this is a support unit, that may actually draw a lot of aggro. I know the AI tends to like to go after support units if possible, so that may be what we're going to see happen a little more. One thing we can do with this Smuggler, perhaps, is just cruise around back here, get a nice flanking blast. Oh, that's excellent. And then, could just probably swoop in and get the kill here with our Spider Baby. Definitely don't hate doing that. I just have to be cautious. I don't want to put myself in a horrendous position, but yeah, I don't think that's a terrible idea. Let's do that. There we go. And then, between Karzan and our Ogre, we can probably finish off this one. And then I suppose we could use our Rock over here on this one and still do some pretty heavy damage. Now this one, once per combat round, the friendly target unit's movement and action points are replenished upon killing an enemy. I don't know if we're going to actually get the kill per se, but we can do this. Soften them up, and then, yeah, I think we will. So let's throw that on. Oh, you know what? You can apply this. Oh, interesting. You can apply that to another unit. I was thinking you had to only put that on yourself. Well, I've been using that completely wrong then. Well, shoot. Let's see. Does this... Now, I don't know if this... This might end my turn if I use it, so I'm just going to go for the damage. Yeah, there we go. There's the nice kill. The Melia now can drop a heal on the Rock. And then with the Rock, I'm going to charge in, do some heavy damage, and barely take any punishment in return, thanks to that critical. Yeah, that's wonderful. We'll have to experiment with that ability just to see if it does end up using your turn. I'm assuming it does, so... But that's great. We cleared that out really well. We got some extra experience with the Spider Baby. Got a level up with our Smuggler. A little bit of mana as well. Not that we need it, but still kind of nice. So yeah, now I'm thinking maybe we cruise into the water, you know, and at the very least we could just, you know, get in the water and move over this way if we really wanted to. Our Theocrat was going to head up this way and clear stuff out, but we could just bypass that, perhaps, and go straight for the Shadow Realm, knowing that Karzan is on his way over. You know, I really don't mind that. So maybe that's what we'll do here. Let's head down. Can we get into the water in this turn? I don't think we can. No, so we'll just go here. Cruise on down, and then next turn we will hop in the water, start making our way over. Alright, so that's going to do it for Karzan. Now this group, we were sending into the Shadow Realm. They were going to join up with the army that we've been building here just to kind of start trying to clear stuff out. We can certainly get a start on that here. So why don't we initiate a battle? Let's just see how this goes. Again, we've got kind of a mixed bag of units here, but it should hopefully go okay for us. Now, of course, the enemy units are buffed with that Mass Bless. Alright, so we've got the Night Guard. They're probably going to be upfront source of damage. The Spearman as well. Commoner can do a little buff here, which is good. And the Wyvern's going to sit back there as well. Now the Melia can drop some healing. First, let's go here, and we'll just kind of move up. We don't have to rush. We do want to try to entice them into attacking us, though. That's going to be important. So, oh, whoops. All right, let's cruise over here, maybe, and yeah, let's hit them just with a bit of damage. Should hopefully be enough to entice them into facing us. Thinking we'll kind of just group up like this. All right. Ooh, I forgot about phase. Well, there goes that commoner. Shoot. Well, hey, I completely forgot about the phase ability, so shame on me, I guess. We'll step back here, and then we can do some heavy flank. A Shadow Shift would give frost weapons. I don't know if the Spring Unicorn doesn't really have any weakness to frost damage, so maybe we'll just... Ooh, but it does give extra protection, so yeah, let's do that. There it is. Get some physical protection out of the deal, at least. Meanwhile, over here, we can throw our spear at the... You know, we could just throw it at the foot soldiers. I don't hate that idea. Soften them up a little bit. And then, tie the Melia up. Definitely not bad. Melia is kind of tanky, though. And then, I'm thinking what we might want to do is... Well, we want to get a flank on somebody. You know, I bit off a little more than I could chew with this battle, unfortunately. We could flank the foot soldier or go for the kill on the unicorn here, and I think that's maybe what we'll try. Ooh, and you know what? I should have... Now this is going to get double attacked, which is not great. Yeah, this was an ill-advised battle, unfortunately. We can get the kill there. And then our spearman can step down and help us. Nice, good kill there. And then up here we can just maybe sit in defense mode. Let them go after us here. Oh, going after... Oh, shoot. Oh, good kill there, though. Alright, well, we took more damage than I wanted, and we did lose a unit in our commoner, but we got it cleared out, so that's something. We can regroup now. Head back to the city. And try and kind of regroup our strength and go for another one. Alright, so this Wisp is doing some exploring for us. We've made peace with Bengal, this human city. And then they're going to hopefully join us eventually. So what we will do then is with our Wisp, we will just continue exploring here. Now ideally... Ooh, what's this? Crystal Wyvern. Ooh, very cool. Inflict Dazzled. Mind control immunity. Yeah, so got protection against all the elements. 20%. That's pretty neat. Very cool. Let's head down. We're just going to explore some of the water here, see if there's anything we can find. Alright, so now, our Theocrat. That was the big decision we were going to have to make. Do we want to head over here, do some of this work? Or do we want to just make a straight break for the Shadow Gate? And I'm thinking the Shadow Gate's going to be our best bet. The one caveat might be if we end up going to war with Brock Goldrand fairly soon, might be nice to keep our Theocrat around in here so we can work with our Rogue. But in any case, while we're here, let's at least do this. We can clear out the orcs that are guarding this watchtower. And that'll at least help us with vision range and everything else. Plus, it's another chance to get some more experience with our Theocrat. Again, if we can get up to having Divine Justicars, that's going to be unbelievable. Gives all the units in the army Resurgence, which is unbelievably good. I think what we'll do is we'll try for a Fire Plague on the Impaler. Nice, we got it. And then everybody else, we're just going to kind of get them ready. I see no reason to attack just yet. Yeah, okay, so we're going to take a little bit of damage, nothing we can't handle, that's fine. Alright, so now, ooh, the Razor Bow is in a good position for us to take advantage of and get some good damage on. One thing we could even do is go like this. Hit him with the spear to turn them a bit. Ooh, and then we can't quite get the flank. That's too... Well, you know what? Charge should be enough. Yeah, there's the kill. Wonderful. Impaler is probably going to be up next, so let's see if we can step up, do some work. Nice, big critical. That's huge. Follow that up with some extra damage this way. Oh, amazing. Oh, that's fantastic there. And then the henchman, which I don't think is a pikeman. No, it's considered infantry with a shield and armor. So what we'll do there is we will step up, give him a bit of work, nothing too crazy. And then our shield biter can sit in defense mode. We will move our knight over for some extra protection and help. Of course, they were stunned there. I didn't even realize that. And that inflict stun is so good. Holy cow. Look at that. I should have used my Theocrat to do a Bestow Iron Heart before I ended the battle, but that's fine. Getting good level ups there. And having that empowered support units with inflict stun is just unbelievably good. It is so powerful. You know, a part of me is tempted to try this Castle of the Lich King. I just don't think we're quite strong enough, unfortunately, with this group yet. We're getting there, but we're not quite there yet. And again, with Karzan coming through, I think we're going to use Karzan to clear out most of this stuff. Like I said, we could send our Theocrat straight for the Shadow Realm. We could, I guess, maybe make a detour and grab this Watchtower on our way through or something, but realistically, I think that's probably what we're going to do with them. Now, I suppose the other option is, you know what, we could send Karzan actually on his way through here. This might be more efficient. We come through here, we clear stuff out around here, do all this, and then go to the Shadow Realm. And in the meantime, our Theocrat can start clearing stuff out here, and that would allow us to... Oh, I like this. That would allow us to then absorb the dwelling here at Gavencrest, which would be really good for us. You know what? I kind of talked myself around it. Plus, this keeps my Theocrat in the neighborhood such that we can then hopefully use him against Brock if we end up going to war with him, which I suspect that we will. So, yeah, you know what? I talked myself into it. We're going to keep moving this way. We'll clear out these structures and then make our way through here. Yeah, I really like that idea. I think that's going to work super well. Now, on this side of things, we did find the Undead. Obviously, they are not super happy with us because they are pure evil. We are pure good. There's some of Caradon's units, of course. Just keep cruising here. Let's see. Ooh, there's some gold. Okay, and there's this Goblin outpost. They want us to pay them. No, thank you. I'm not going to do that. Ooh, unfortunately, roaming units here are probably going to kill my Wisp. I got greedy. I was going for the gold. Alright, here we go in the Shadow Realm now. Another one we'd have to pay for them to become friendly to start that diplomatic process, which, again, not real keen on doing at the moment. Gold is a pretty precious commodity for us at the moment, so trying to conserve it as much as I can. There we go, just doing some mining, getting a little more gold on that note. Another one we got to pay them for peace. This one's in a really good spot, though. You look at it, it's got a quarry, it's got a Sphinx Temple, it's got the Lucky Clovers there, a mana node. So it's got some good stuff around it. That one's a bit tempting to maybe consider trying to bring into the fold, perhaps. This one here, we're just going this way. It'd be nice to find... Ooh, there's a Raven's Keep. Boy, it'd be nice to find some gold or something down here. Some haste berries for us next turn. Nice, okay, and here's our rogue. So, big question for now is, do we want to maybe try this Sphinx Temple? I'm definitely tempted. I'm just a little worried because we're strong, but we're not, you know, obscenely strong. We do have this Minotaur Bull that can join us now. You know, one thing we could do, let's just go straight down here. You can always come back for the Sphinx Temple, right? So, we'll grab this. And you know what? Here's a great opportunity. Oh, we have to pay them to go into there. You know what? I know I just said I don't want to spend the money on it, but getting these dragons would be amazing. especially because they've got a Sphinx Temple in their domain. So as much as it pains me, I am going to do this. Literally, as I just said, hey, I'm not going to do that. But that's going to then allow me to do this. We'll walk on by. We can grab the mana crystals. Not that we really need them, but go like this and like this. And then we can fight these spiders for some extra experience. Now, someone's got a quest, it looks like, to kill the undead here. Interesting. Highwayman Revenant Titan. So this is like a lesser version of the Archon Revenant Titan. Dedicated to evil, considered a giant. First strike, killing momentum, overwhelm, projectile resistance. Still a pretty solid unit. Tier 3 instead of Tier 4. Very, very cool. Still pretty neat, though. And doesn't quite have the same strength as the full version and has less health, but still pretty darn cool. And then just a bunch of Zomblins. I think we can handle that battle if we were so inclined. So let's fight these spiders first things first, though. Again, hopefully somebody else doesn't get these dragons as their vassal before I do. Especially since I just dropped all that gold on them. Okay, so the big threat obviously is going to be the Spider Queen, so that's who we're going to want to target. I don't think we can charm the Queen. I can't honestly remember, though. Let's see. Oh, we have a chance to. It's only a 25% chance, though, in defense mode. So, let's see. How far can they move? I was thinking we could just run away, like kind of hide back, let them come closer. Definitely don't hate that idea, to be perfectly honest. You know what? Let's try that. Let's see. We can get out of their range. So, go like this. That Chieftain can go back. Try for the Fire Plague. Nice. That's going to make conversion a little bit easier, or a higher chance of it working. Ooh, and we're still in range of the enemy. Okay, well, that's not good. What if we go over here? Is that nice? Okay, now the hero's at least out of range. So our spider baby might get attacked, but that's not the end of the world. Okay, we're going to end it there. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so that's great. Now we have a better chance to have perhaps... Oh, I didn't realize. Dang it. Didn't realize these little spiderlings could hit my hero. Well, the good news is we can just blast them with the Minotaur. Yeah, and there's a nice kill. All right, let's try for the charm. 45% chance. That's not bad. Nice. Oh, that's amazing. We got lucky. Okay, well, that's great. So now we've got ourselves a Spider Queen if we can win this battle. Which we should hopefully be able to do here pretty easily. So let's blast here. There's a bit of damage. Step up and do a little more. Wonderful. Look at that. And now we got ourselves a brand new Tier 3 Spider Queen. Amazing. Very, very cool. Happy to have that. So then let's just regroup here. We can head down and take a look at the undead. We might want to wait one more turn before we attack them, though. We definitely want to try and clear out this Sphinx Temple, and then probably try and clear this one out as well. Let's just head over here. Okay, so that inn is already cleared out, and the Well of Souls is cleared out as well. Now, we don't have to fight them. It's just that's somebody else's quest, most likely. So why don't we just kind of head down this way? I don't think they'll attack us, so we should be fine. I mean, if they do, we'll just have to fight our way out, but I think we're in pretty good shape there, so that's working really well for us. Meanwhile, we can just stay put right here. This little wisp was doing some additional exploring for us. I think we're going to go for the Shadow Realm, though. Now, we can head... The question is, where do we go? This area is all pretty explored, but we could head down this way. Kind of work our way over there where we haven't explored quite so much. I think that would be pretty good for us. And I think that's pretty much all of our unit movement. So now it's just choosing a couple of options here for production. Again, gold at a bit of a premium. So, Yalasser, and what was the other one? I think it's that new... Yeah, Nurm, the tiny little outpost there. So, Nurm does already have a Builder's Hall, a barracks, and a shrine, which is pretty great. We could get a temple going. We could get a laboratory going, which wouldn't be bad. But let's jump over to Yalasir first. I think it's a little bit of a more valuable city for me at the moment. Again, only 100 gold to really spend here, so we did want to do something. We'd have to kind of be thinking about it. I was just looking here. We're going to have that criminal syndicate in Asbandaria fairly soon. The other option, of course, is we make units, but I think we probably want to go for that Hall of Trials. You know what? Maybe we hold off. Maybe with Yalasir, we actually don't really do anything at the moment. And we go over to Nurm, and we go for that laboratory. Yeah, I kind of like that. I do want to absorb Gavencrest, but not right this minute. I want to just wait till I get a little closer. I'm able to clear things out better. So I think that's going to do it for the turn. So let's flip it over. And the big thing here is going to be seeing if Caradon is willing to be our partner in an alliance. That would be amazing. If not, we're just going to keep continuing to try to develop our relationship with him further by giving him gifts. Thankfully, that does seem to be a great way to continue building relationships, so see him moving some of his units over there. Oh, interesting. Caradon has declined my proposal. So I may have to just continue working on that relationship with him. Essentially kind of bribing him into an alliance. Brock is doing his thing. Does look like he's kind of pulled some of his units back. I don't see them anymore on this area. Oh, and yeah, there's my poor Wisp getting ambushed. And not unexpected. Unfortunate, though, because we were about to grab that extra gold, and we could certainly use more gold. That is kind of one of our major limiting resources right now. And some of that is just because we've spent so much gold gathering all these extra vassals and whatnot. But, of course, that is going to pay dividends down the road. And it already has been. Don't get us wrong, we do like you, but we'd prefer to focus our attention on stronger allies. Isn't that interesting? Alright, well, let's go back to our diplomacy and just see if we can keep buttering him up. Also, let's see what his relationship is with... He hasn't had any contact with Caradon. We don't know about the other two. So he has peace with us. So let's just go to negotiate here. And let's just start, you know, blasting him with... we're going to give him like 300 mana. We'll just send that gift over. There it is. So that we're going to just keep working on it. Because, again, we want to try and get our Empire relations up even higher if we can. So we'll just keep giving them resources every turn. Until we have them right where we want them. And then we can try to have him join us in an alliance. Festival of Light is going on. That's kind of cool. +1 resistance and evil slayer to units. For units dedicated to good, the resistance bonus is doubled. Dwelling of Sir Pasul has a quest available. Tell me more. Execute the Icy Ones. Okay, they would like... If we do that, they would be happy to become our vassal. We'd get a Naga Guardian and some foot gear. You know what? I'm going to accept this, and that's because it's in a not horrendously bad spot. So if I jump above ground... Yeah, we can get there reasonably easily. The only trick is it's going to have to probably be Quora that goes there. I don't think anyone else is in the neighborhood. So, alright, that's our priority with Quora. That's something I have to try to remember because it's easy to forget about that. But I think if we can grab... You know what? While we're over here, let's grab this gold. And then let's head underground and see... There it is. Okay, now we need to get over to right here. So, yeah, we can just head under here, and that should be sufficient. There's a cartographer's tent, too. That's good. Nice. Okay, that's giving us access. Vision on a Tigran city underground here. We have our Wisp as well. So, the Wisp can... I'm going to ignore the haste berries, because, again, I may want those with my main stack. Just head over here. Okay, so yeah, really good. Looks like we should be able to just cruise through here, I think. I'll have to double check that this is open, but that's looking like probably where we're going to want to go. Worst case scenario, we just have to go around to get in there. Okay. So again, that's the new goal for Quora's group, I think, is going to be doing that. Phantasm Warrior's ready to go. Nice. Okay, we can start working on Summon Node Serpent now. Or I should say we have it researched, meaning we can start summoning them. One thing we could do as well is just switch over from this to the Node Serpent. Get that done in 2 turns. If we spend this now, I think it's going to cost us 3 to get the Node Serpent going. So we may want to just look and see if anyone really desperately needs the Phantasm Warrior, or if we can hold off and get a tier 3 unit instead. We have a hero that wants to join us. A Sorcerer, level 4. Ranir Loitam. This is a Tigran. Let me see. Talents here. Doesn't look like anything super special. Don't see any crazy abilities. Just some of the Tigran standard abilities there. Would cost 250 gold. We've got 449 at the moment. So, you know, wouldn't be in the worst spot ever having it here. We could form up an army fairly easily, I think. Sure. Well, I mean, sorcerers are pretty darn powerful heroes to have. I'd be happy to have them. And you know what? Since I'm summoning so many units, it does kind of work nicely. You know what? Yeah, I've talked myself into it. Let's grab this hero. Unspent upgrade points. All right, well, let's take a look. I think we could do Spirit Shield, Charged Army, and Magic Affinity just to buff our units here. We've got Cosmic Spray and Sphere of Protection, and Harmonizing Energy. We got good spell options with the hero. So I guess instead of this hero having any weird or special traits, the hero comes with more spells, which is good. So one thing I might do then is head down to Yalasser, and we can produce like an Epsilon Warrior to get this stack started. Again, pretty solid infantry unit with defensive strike. So maybe that's what we'll do there. You know what? There's plenty of structures up here we haven't cleared out, too. That's lots of work we could do in and around here with a hero-led stack. So definitely not bad having that. Once this is done, we can also make a smuggler, an oil occultist, or a slaver. The oil occultist is, in particular, going to be pretty devastatingly strong just because, as a support unit, it does have Inflict Stun, which we know how powerful that can be. So I'm probably going to start producing some of those out of Asbandaria once I'm able. Hodin has finished an observatory. That's great. Continued expanding the domain as well, which is good. Dali Afra has finished one as well. And the nice thing there is that's brought this trading post into the domain. That gives you access to the mercenary camp, which improves your irregular units that you produce. So, not sure if we're going to pursue that. The Ancient Ruin, however, gives you Pillar of the Stylites, which boosts your pikemen with projectile resistance and extra spirit damage, which is pretty solid. I really like this city. Its location is quite good in terms of having all these extra structures, right? You got a quarry, Ancient Ruins, and a trading post all together. That's pretty darn good. Nice. Okay, we did finish our Djinn. That's amazing. You know what? The Djinn can head over and join the hero stack, which is great. So let's do that. That's going to be a good unit to add in, provide some healing support. Very happy about that. All right, well, got some fighting decisions to make, I guess. So with this group, the question is, do we want to maybe try and fight these undead, get some free experience there? Do we want to go for the Sphinx Temple? I'm thinking maybe what we do is we add in the Spider Queen here, and we can remove the Spider Baby. Not to say we're not going to still have the Spider Baby be involved in the fights, but doesn't necessarily have to be in the stack because the units in the stack get kind of the most benefit. So what I'm thinking, maybe we go like this, go down here, and you know what? Let's attack the undead. We can fight them to try to harvest some experience here, I'm thinking. Hopefully this isn't famous last words. We got that Searing Gaze, which does a ton of fire damage, so that should help us. I am a little nervous, though. These Zomblins are nothing crazy. I mean, really, they're fine. They do have Undying. That's the only thing we have to remember. The biggest scary part is this Revenant Titan. That's really the thing I have to watch out for the most. What the heck? Let's do it. Actually, hang on a minute. I want to engage this battle with a unit that can float, so we're not wasting all of our movement over the mountains here. So let's do that, rather than using my hero. We are actually going to have to be fairly careful, though. This could go poorly for us if we don't, do this smart. Again, it's that giant in the back there that's really scary. That Revenant Titan is the one we have to watch out for. Now, does Searing Gaze have a cooldown on it? I don't think it does. No, I don't think so. So we should be able to just start blasting for some pretty good damage. And I think with a good chunk of our units here, we should be able to kind of combo up. Get some good kills and damage going here. So, yeah, let's start blasting. Some nice fire damage. This is probably enough to get the kill, I hope. Excellent, yep. This Zomblin here. Thinking between the combo of units here, we should be able to get pretty good damage. Let's hit there. Ooh, nice critical. That's going to do really good. And then blast there. Nice. Now, of course, these do have Undying, so we know they're just going to come right back, but that's not the end of the world, really. Zomblin's going to get some hits on our Ignoculus, but I think when we park the Spider Queen up in front, maybe, and go like this, Minotaur Bull could kind of just sit there as well. So that's going to about do it for everybody. I think we're in good shape now, so we'll end the turn there. Ooh, I forgot. Spider Baby up there. Whoops. Thankfully not in range to get hit, I don't think, so we should be fine. Okay. So, we do have to be very, very careful with this Revenant Titan in the neighborhood. That's going to be quite dangerous, of course, for us. So, the big thing we want to do here is get all of our damage onto the Titan if possible. Oh, nice. I didn't realize, but this Minotaur Bull has Evil Slayer as a result of this Festival of Light. Actually, do all of our units get that? Oh, they do. Wow. Okay, well, that makes things so much easier. So we can just blast this guy for everything we've got. That's amazing. Oh, wonderful. This is excellent. So, all right, well, let's use our Spider Queen just to finish off this Zombie and get him out of the way. There it is. Now, if we go here, I don't know if this is gonna... No, it doesn't block anything. That's totally fine. So, yeah, let's blast there. That's great. Follow up with some damage here as well. Excellent. Chieftain can advance. Are going to have to be a little careful how we do this. I think we want our hero up here and can blast there with that. Oh, excellent. We got criticals as well. And then this should get the kill regardless, so we're fine. Perfect. Oh, that's wonderful. That worked out super well for us. And now this Zomblin we can just blast. Excellent. Now, yeah, I was going to say a couple of these are going to come back, and that's fine. Just got to make sure we survive this onslaught, and we should be fine. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so we're going to use Quora... Or, excuse me, Asheria here. We're going to quick dash on... Just thinking who might... Probably the Ignoculus. We just want to get our health back, really. Yeah, there it is. And then we can just step over here. Blast that Zomblin for some big damage. And the Manoculus can also step over and help us out. Go for the web. No such luck. Go for the Fire Plague. Oh, we can't do it on that unit because it's undead. We'll just get the kill here. Perfect. Nice and clean. We didn't lose anybody. That was the big part there, and we got some good experience. If we can get this Chieftain up to gold medal, we will get a healing ability, which is going to make things so much better for this stack, because then we'll have plenty of healing capability. So now the thing I want to do is maybe clear out 1 or 2 more structures, keep getting a bit more experience. Then we can turn around and go for this Sphinx Temple. I think that's going to be our best bet. So we're just going to cruise on down this way, go for this watchtower. I think that's going to be the best thing for us. So we'll just tell that unit to hang out. Now, as for this hero, like I said, I think maybe what we'll do is we'll head over to the city, stay put for a turn or two, maybe get a couple units together, and start building up an army there. I think that's going to be really good for us. All right, what else we got here? So we've still got some of these wisps in the Shadow Realm doing their thing, doing some exploration for us. Nice, there's some gold. Fortunately, a larva pool there, so we may get jumped by spawning units, but we can try and snipe that gold. Let's jump around and see what else we got. Nice, okay, our Theocrat's going to do its work. So we're probably, like I said, going to just head this way. We're going to leave that Castle of the Lich King alone, I think. I just don't think it's worth the risk at this point. So we'll hop in the water. That's going to eat up our turn, unfortunately. But then next turn, we'll go for the Shrine of the Fickle Mermaid, clear that out, grab the extra movement. We can clear out this Oyster Reef, and then hopefully make landfall. Maybe clear out that tomb, and then make our way down towards the spawning structure. Now, like I said, I think with the Theocrat, we may want to just avoid the castle. That said, the Festival of Good is going on right now, like I said. So let's just take a look. Ugh, 2 Dread Reapers, though. And Draconian Star Lich. Oh, wow. Never seen one of these before. It's got Cause Fear, Phase, Total Awareness, Exploit Despair, Mind Control Immunity, Armored. That's pretty scary. Yeah, I think we're just going to avoid this. If we were a little bit stronger, had a few more level ups with our Theocrat, we could probably handle this, but I don't think it's worth the risk. You know, I don't want to lose this. This is a really powerful stack right now. I would hate to kind of screw that up, so we'll just keep doing our thing, playing it safe. That being said, though, a Theocrat-led stack is a pretty good choice to clear out that Castle of the Lich King, that's for sure. Alright, so Beetle Knight can move up. Touch of Faith. Always nice. Let's see, can we get a Fire Plague going? Try it there. Resisted. Everybody else is just going to cruise on up here. Took a little bit of fire, nothing crazy. You know what? We can heal that right up with a Bestow Iron Heart. Sure, why not? Alright, so now, why don't we blast the Warrior for a little damage, soften him up a touch, and got the stun. There we go, that's great. And then, you know what? That gives us free reign to just cruise in and blast him a little more. Nice critical as well. And then, can we step up here? Oh yeah, we can just blast them. Excellent. We'll put the Shield Biter in front. The Beetle Knight can cruise over this way. And I think that's going to about do it for the turn. Yeah, they're reloading over there. In the meantime here, we should be able to just annihilate this cold spawn. Some big damage. Nice, there's some... Ooh, and look at that. Critical and stun. Just unbelievable. Yes, the Fire Lancer, we can head right on over here. You know what? We can even cruise in behind him. I'm going to go here. Blast him for some good damage there. And then this should be the kill. Wonderful. It's nice and clean there. That should give us a little bit of gold. Yeah, there it is. That's helpful because we were running a little bit low. Not quite enough to get to the other sites, but we'll just keep on moving. That's the one drawback to having infantry along with all these kind of cavalry that are more mobile is they do limit your movement. So, you know, again, pros and cons. I like having the infantry, the shield biter here to really tank damage for us because the cavalry, although they can do that, obviously more susceptible to the pikemen. So, you know, kind of pros and cons there. All right. Hero has leveled up. Nice. Okay, so our Theocrat now level 6. A think we're going to save this. I don't really see anything I'm real keen on for this level up, so we'll save the points. Ripura has grown into a town. That's wonderful. Nice, we're getting that creation node income now. Again, a little bit painful losing a few units, but overall not terrible. We'll just grab there. We'll sit. We'll wait a turn or two, get our health back before we try anything else. This Wisp can keep just on exploring. Okay, so there's land over here. See what else we got. Tarzan already done his thing. Right, this unit's going to keep heading over. Again, the goal to get into the Shadow Realm. Let's just keep checking here what else we got. Nice, this little guy can keep scouting, so that's going to help us. We can grab these haste berries and just keep cruising that way if we really want. Quora now can do her turn, which is great. We got the Sun Guard and we've got the Protector. I think I might use the Protector just because it's a tier 2 unit, actually. So, like I said, I do want to grab this. It's unfortunate, though. We're going to leave a lot of this unexplored. There's so many good structures over here to clear out. I mean, that said, we could take a detour, but I'm just looking, like, how long would it take us to get to where this quest is? Oh, not too bad. Only, like, 4 turns. That's not bad. Yeah, you know what? We could dilly-dally a little bit. When I say by dilly-dally, I just mean we'd clear some of these structures out. So, all right, first things first, let's clear this out. I'm actually going to leave this unit here because I don't want to waste the movement. So what we'll do is we'll just engage this battle quickly this way. Do it manually. All right, so nothing fancy here. We're just going to go for the kill as much as we can on some of these guys. Now, we can go for a Seduce, maybe on the Epsilon Warrior. I do quite like those Epsilon Warriors. I find them to be very, very useful. There's a good kill. Melly is a little bit in kind of rough shape. Ooh, you know what? I've put myself in a not amazing position because Quora is exposed to some attacks. So I'm going to just go kill the Feral. Yeah, there it is. Melia could jump in behind and drop a heal. I think for now, though, we'll just keep the Melia kind of out of harm's way. Oh, and I forgot to move up the Nymph. Whoops. Oh, wow. They tried to move past me and just got obliterated. So that's kind of funny. Nice. Okay, that expands our vision a little bit. You know, we could just jump across the mountains, grab this next turn, and then move our way up and through. Is that a cave entrance over here? Oh, no, it's just kind of the mountains. Zoom out and make sure. Yeah. So we could, next turn, clear out the Ancient Ruin and then move north and just clear all these structures. Then turn around and go down towards our eventual objective. And I don't mind that at all. So, again, the eventual objective is for that quest. So, maybe then what we'll do is we will kind of head around this way and meet them up there. Now, this little guy, we could scout a bit. I do see our cartographer's tent there, so let's grab that. Nice, okay, giving us the Shadow Realm. I believe that is an Archon dwelling, if I'm not mistaken, right here. So that would be a good one to try to get control of or get as a vassal, just because with our good alignment, it would go quite well with our current setup. Join offers, we're going to ignore most of these. This one, like I said, is tempting. Don't really have anybody nearby to clear it out, but we are building an army with this unit, so maybe another turn or two we get him down there and we start clearing that out. Yeah, you know what? Sure. The only thing is, let me make sure there's nothing else I want to spend my gold on first. Yeah, we're going to just continue to ignore this one because of its location. We don't have anything nearby that can effectively clear it out, make it safe. Has our rogue moved? Can't remember. Already done our work with the rogue. I think we have. Yeah, we did. Okay, that's right. Let's see what our knowledge, our research options are. Now, here's the big ticket item. The Eldritch Horror. This is the thing that would be amazing for us to get access to. These are just incredibly useful. And they have Dominate, which is a great way to build additional units, right? Because you can just... It's the most powerful mind control ability in the game. And really makes it easy to recruit more units via the mind control option. So definitely tempting to start focusing on that. It's only 7 turns. I mean, that really wouldn't take very long. You know, I'm really inclined to go for it, honestly. Yeah, you know what? Let's just focus on it. I think kind of doubling down on that isn't a bad idea. Gaven Crest again. We are still tempted to have them join. We just don't quite have the money at this point. So let's just look at our production choices here. So, Ripura, again, I think we'll just hold off. We don't really want to spend the money on anything right now. Dali Afra. Builder's Hall would be amazing just to improve production. Storehouse wouldn't be bad to improve growth. City could get another gold mine if we can grow it further. This city's just in a prime location. I'm so pumped about this. It's just in a really good spot. Again, though, do I want to spend the gold on it? That's the question. What other cities can we do? Our Throne City, of course. Let's not forget about that. Might be worth continuing to develop the throne, actually. Go for a little more progress there. 2 expansions would get us another gold mine. So we'd have to do a stone wall and have the city grow again. Public baths for the extra happiness. That would get us probably to the next tier of happiness. Would use up most of our gold, though. However, that would get us closer to the Imperial Palace, which I'm guessing we probably won't get to. I'm sure someone else will get there before us. But you know what? Let's do the public baths. Sure, why not? If we can get the city happier, that's going to improve a lot of the income options here. So, over to Hodin. And we don't really have the gold for anything at this point, so we're just going to go with merchandise. Oh, I forgot. We've got this treasure chest up here. Oh, look at that. Big boost to our gold. That is very nice to have. Ooh, and that's a spawning structure there of some kind. Let's just see what that is. It's a brigand hideout. Okay, we just got to be cognizant of that if we ever have anything going on up here. Our little guy mining can make us some extra gold, too. I almost forgot about him as well. Yeah, there we go. Just chunking away the rocks. Very nice. Now this wisp, we have to figure out where we need to go here. Let's just head straight into the water, perhaps. Yeah, there we go. What's over here? Okay. Anybody else? Let's just quickly hunt around. I think that's most of our movement, honestly. Yeah, Quora's kind of done her thing. Now, if we jump back to Quora... Oh, yeah, none of the other units can make it over the mountain that quickly. So, again, big question here. Do we want to summon the Phantasm Warrior at this point? We could add it into this stack with our hero. But, like I said, we could recycle the... rather than spending the casting points on it now, we could just go for the Node Serpent. I think that's the better choice, actually. So let's just switch over. That way we're a turn faster on this. So, production, again, now we've got the money, we could be a little more... loosey-goosey with it. Again, the big question, though, do we want to bring this village in, or do we want to build something else here? I'm thinking we can hold off on bringing the other village in. In the meantime, let's just get the Builder's Hall going. Once our units are a little closer and able to clear stuff out around here better, like this farm, for example, I think that's going to be better for us to bring this in. So, good spot to end the episode here, I think. Really, we're right at the end of our turn, so we'll just zoom out, take a look. I mean, honestly, I'm pretty darn happy with how things are going. I am a little bit disappointed with our inability to establish that alliance with Caradon, but overall, I'm still pretty optimistic that that's going to happen. So we'll call this episode 11. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.